All right, so before we get into the podcast, March is Tripod Month, Fish. And that's hashtag TRYPOD, where people are encouraged to share what podcasts they're listening to try and persuade people to listen to them. Not in a weird, creepy cult way, but like in a, hey, this is really good, you should check it out. And Fish and I are always going back and forth talking about podcasts that we listen to and ones that we like and trying to get the other guy to listen to them. So we're trying to share it with you guys. So this is our third installment of our tripod recommendations. So I'm going to go first because Fish went first last time. And so this one I've been listening to for quite a while. And if you like science and you like British people and you like former rock stars, now physicists, check out The Infinite Monkey Cage. It's a... Oh, did I just take yours?
Yeah.
Poor fishy.
You fucker.
Infinite Monkey Cage, it's a panel show. It's very heavy science. So if science isn't your thing, it may not be good for you. If you have trouble understanding British accents, it may not be for you, but I really enjoy it. It's a BBC show. Brian Cox and I forget the other guy.
Robin Ince.
Thank you. And, they pick a topic and they'll discuss it at length. And I think it runs like in seasons.
Yeah, I think the last season just ended.
Yeah. And if you decide to pick it up, you will constantly hear them referring to When is a Strawberry Dead? That's kind of like their longest running discussion on the death of a strawberry. But if you're into science, I strongly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. They always have one guest to represent Joe Average. Well, usually. There's usually some comedian
unless
there.
It's... Well, yeah, but sometimes it's Dara O'Brien.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Dara O'Brien's...
The man's a borderline physicist.
Yeah, but generally speaking, they have someone there to crack jokes, too.
Yes.
So check it out. And so I will now turn it over to Fish for about 2 minutes of dead air while he tries to figure out what his next podcast recommendation is going to be.
All right. I'm going to recommend... It's called Monster Talk. It is a science show about
what
monsters.
Is that about? Wait. It's a what now?
It is a science show about monsters, and it basically...
I call bullshit.
The hosts are... One is a computer scientist, the other one is a linguist, and the two of them are basically going in and finding the historical and cultural and social sources of a lot of what we would consider cryptids. Like they
Bigfoot.
did... Yeah,
Yeti.
Yeah.
Champ.
Yeah, Loch Ness
Jersey Devil.
Monster. Jersey Devil. Yeah. No, honestly, the Jersey Devil episode was absolutely fascinating because they had a guy come in who had written a whole book on this, and he basically went in and explained how the Jersey Devil was literally because of a war between competing almanacs. And that is where the goddamn Jersey Devil comes from.
That sounds interesting.
Like, the first sightings of the Loch Ness Monster in modern times came right after King Kong came out. And in King Kong, like the 1954 version, he fights a Brontosaurus in a swamp, and the first real sighting of the Loch Ness Monster, like we all, I'm air quoting, know it looks like, came right after that from someone who had just seen the movie. No,
I like how you're air quoting when we say "no, it looks like," but the Science Monster podcast you aren't air quoting.
No, because the whole point is they're big fans of all this stuff. But they're also
they look at it critically.
The whole point of the show is that they are being skeptical about everything. It's not cynical. It's not non-believing. No, the whole point is that they are going in and they are thinking about anything they're running into, and because of it, they have become very they don't believe in anything, but only because they've never had anything close to getting
very
proven.
Nihilist of them.
No,
I don't believe in anything.
No, well, if it's been proved, it's been proved. If it hasn't, it hasn't. And they are, very likable. Blake, the main host, makes a lot of horrible puns, and frankly,
I do like horrible puns.
They are horrible puns.
All right.
And I absolutely, it's like 150 episodes in. It's absolutely fantastic radio.
And it was called...
Monster Talk.
Monster Talk.
Yeah.
Excellent. So those are our recommendations. Check them out. If you guys have recommendations that you think we should be listening to, like a good podcast that we could, be like.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to be a good podcast. Send them to us. And or just, tweet about them, post about them, use the hashtag tripod, that's TRYPOD. and get out there and listen to some podcasts. All right, so this is Andy from the Inebri-art podcast. Welcome back, Inebri-ites. We're at the craft beer cellar, blah, blah, blah. Porn show.
Yeah, porn show.
We're here with Caitlyn, Paintlyn's.
Yeah,
former podcast guest we brought back. Now they have a good microphone. What the hell are you talking about, a porn show?
So, basically, Kyle Flowers, he just
I know Kyle.
Yeah, you know Kyle.
Yeah.
So, his shop just had, like, a giant porn show, and basically it's just, like, a bunch of porn art.
Oh.
And I'm not even kidding. Like,
okay. No, that clears up a lot of questions.
Literally, like...
Because you're like, oh, I'm in a porn show.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's
I don't
excuse me, what?
really... I don't know.
I told my mom, and she's like, I don't want to know. I'm like, no, it's not even like that. I'm like, no, like, you draw art, and it's porn.
So, it's erotica.
Yeah, like, they had 2 vaginas and, like, a dildo in the middle. One of them. It was interesting. It was nice.
So was it... like a painting of that?
Yeah, oil painting. It was very nice. They had a butthole.
Everybody has a butthole.
Yeah, they do. Yep, they do.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
Oh, that's cool. I don't even know, like, if he...
Well, their shop had, like, a bunch of damage from when we had that flash.
Oh, right. Yeah,
so
I remember that.
Yeah, pipes exploded. And
yeah.
So they didn't have a lot of time to, like, prepare for it or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I wish you told me. I would have shared it on Inebri-art.
It was cool.
It might have been a little more explaining than, hey, there's a porn show.
Is that thunder?
No, they're painting upstairs. It's a little rolling cart. No. All right, so now like that...
Clears the air a
Yeah,
little
that
bit.
clears the air. All right, so welcome, Inebri-ites. Now that my question's answered.
Yeah.
So, Caitlyn has been coming to Inebri-art events for quite some time now.
Yep.
Been hanging...
2 years? 1 year? How many years?
It's at least 2.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing it like 4.5.
Yeah.
If you can imagine. Winner of, I think, our first art show, which we got coming up.
Yeah.
Main squeeze of Jeff from Jam Packed.
You can talk.
You can talk.
Hi, guys.
He's all like playing shy.
Here.
He's like, hey, I like horror movies.
Playing shy, I know. I'm not really here, but I'm here.
So, what have you been up to?
Nothing. I've been on a hiatus.
Nothing. You haven't been doing anything. Like, the Winterfest didn't happen.
Oh, Winterfest happened. That was totally dope. Like,
we haven't talked to you in like...
It's been like
a year.
It's been at least a year.
And a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Things happen.
Yeah, I've been chilling. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have like nothing going on.
Your summer festival. Though.
Well, I did like a bunch of summer festivals.
Yeah.
It's been a year. What'd you do in a year?
So you did some summer festivals. How was Winterfest for you?
Amazing.
Yeah.
I made out really well.
We are pretty amazing.
You guys are pretty great.
See, most of the time I'm like, oh, shucks, but I feel like comfortable where I can be like, I'm awesome.
I'm pretty awesome. We're all awesome.
We lucked into something.
Right. Yeah, the building was pretty awesome. I like wish that you guys could use that again like next Winterfest, but
I would love to. There's no way it's going to stay empty for a whole year. I mean, best case scenario is one of the units it gets broken down into stays empty.
That would be pretty sweet. Hopefully it's like a big unit.
Yeah, but
How many pieces?
178, 18 vendor tables, and 2 live musicians.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we sold 8 pieces off the wall. It was crazy.
The art show.
I like sold most of my work, like old stuff anyways, I've been trying to get rid of.
That's
so
awesome.
It was pretty
I mean,
cool.
we got a lot of irons in the fire, trying to do some new and interesting things.
Yeah. Steampunk? Can we talk about
that may not happen.
What?
Like, I thought it was kind of a thing, and then she's like, oh, ours is outdoors, and this other one already has some. But then we got things working on it. We're always trying new things. We're shucking and jiving. Is that what people do? Do people shuck and jive?
Is it 19?
Are you shucking corn?
I don't know.
Shucking corn and jiving.
You know how sometimes in my podcast I'll call you guys old? I think you prove it.
Please don't include me in that one. That's
I think what Jeff's trying to say is you're dating yourself.
Yeah.
dating himself. That's like a
I'm not dating myself. I'm not single. So, Jeff's a big horror movie fan.
Yes.
What about you?
Maybe.
I am. I definitely am, but I have to be in, like, the right mindset. He's always like, let's watch it before bed. And I'm like, I'm going to bed.
I would like to sleep tonight.
Yeah, he's crazy like that.
Yeah.
I know, I pick and choose what I have to watch, like, around your schedule. Like, basically, it'd be like 10 in the morning, you go to work, and I'm like, all right, I can watch this movie now. And I'm like, I just fucked up the rest of my day. Damn it.
Yeah.
But, you're absolutely right. But you encourage / join me. Like, what was that documentary we watched the other night?
Oh, I don't even know the name of it.
Hunters?
Yes.
Hunters, yeah.
Have you
Hunters?
seen it?
No, but
It's so good.
he has a podcast where he talks about horror things, and I listen to all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I feel bad for you. No,
it's fine. You guys are good.
But there may be some horror things coming up in the future.
Okay.
So
I can make stuff that's, like, bloody.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be bloody.
It could be about Jeff. Like, I had a dream that he, like, was in our apartment hallway, and for some reason there's, like, a separate part of our apartment hallway that I think my landlord owns or something. But Jeff was, like, putting dead bodies in there, and he was, like, carrying them out, and they were, like, in potato sacks, and it was weird. So I think I'm going to do a painting based off
That's
that.
ridiculous. Where would Jeff get potato sacks?
Maybe they're, like, bakery bags.
Bakery bags? All right. Now
Donut bags.
For the record, if the police are listening, this is alleged potato sacks and dead bodies. All right? Nothing from proving
It's
yet.
like really dead bodies, alleged potato sacks.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
If the potato sack doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What?
Wow.
Oh, God.
Come on, you guys don't even get
You
that.
guys don't remember? No,
Oh,
no,
my
they wouldn't.
God.
Andy, it was like
The O.J. Simpson trial? Do you know who O.J. Simpson is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I don't really know.
How old were you when the O.J. Simpson
I
trial
was in the
coming?
6th grade.
Oh.
Give me a break, man.
Now we're dating ourselves. Now.
Sorry, I'm crying.
I didn't watch Snooze. I was
that
like
recently?
playing with crayons. No.
What?
Sixth
Her being in
grade?
6th grade?
That's 2006, right?
No. That's like...
Let's start with the 1990 something.
It would have been 93, 94.
Oh, I was just born.
No, it was later than
Oh
that.
my fucking... No, it wasn't.
I just like popped out of my mom. I was like, "Hello world."
It was 93, 94.
Well, there was that documentary that came out that was like kind of a huge hit.
I was in art school.
Yeah. The last season of... No, the first season of America Crime Story.
What? No,
There was a TV
the
show
actual
on.
trial.
I know, Andy.
It was practically a TV show.
It was 1995. I was alive at the time.
You sure it was 95?
I'm literally looking it up, okay?
I don't know if that's right.
Fact check it.
January 25th to October 2nd, 1995.
That's dope.
Were you rocking the rat tail?
No, I was 12, so I had a whiffle.
A rat tail.
Whiffle. I haven't heard that.
Like
in a
rat
while.
tail was more like 80.
There's still people with them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's still people with lots of dumbass shit. But.
Yeah. It's not a good look.
So, when are you ending this hiatus? What's this hiatus nonsense?
Oh, I just stopped, so I'm back at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm painting a wizard tree right now.
What wizardry?
A wizard tree, yeah.
Okay.
He's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Okay.
It's gonna be like a surprise.
When the wizard tree's done, where's it going to be? It's going to be online.
Maybe. It might be on Paintlyn's page or my Instagram, which is metalkitten666 or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. And then Jeff helped me last night for the porn show. Not to be gross, but he posed for me. I didn't have any inspiration.
That's
He was
sweet,
just
though.
Here you go. I was like, all right, thanks.
Like, how drunk did you have to get him?
I'm honest.
He was sober.
He was sober?
Yeah, he was being a really good
Was
guy.
the whole time being like, really?
Yeah. No,
She's
he
like,
was cool.
shimmy to the left. I'm like, ah.
He kept moving. I was like, please stop moving.
The light wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
So, have you been banned from anywhere recently?
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about that?
Fuck yeah.
All right, the Driftwood.
So,
Technically, we're banned.
Hashtag.
I was never
When
officially
the cops
told
called
I
me,
was
they were
banned.
like, yeah, you guys can't go there.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you didn't tell Andy.
No
So just me.
one officially told me.
Yeah. Did they call you?
No.
All right.
So, for our listeners who don't know, this was about 2 years ago now. Ballpark.
No, like
year
a
and
year
a half?
ago.
No, it was more than a year ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Because
May?
it would have been like a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
in November.
November.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah,
we
all
were,
that.
I was away
Yeah,
at a convention.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I remember.
So, for our listeners, I was away at a convention, and I get a
Poor
phone
Andy.
call from Caitlyn,
I felt
who's
so
like,
bad.
"Oh, my friend was shooting a documentary or something."
Yeah, he was gonna interview me for just his portfolio or whatever. He wants to work for Netflix someday, so he was just interviewing friends, and he wanted to shoot it there because all my artwork was hanging up. And
So her, yeah. We just hung her art at the Driftwood, and And so she's like, "Oh, do you think we can shoot there?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. I'm out of town. Call Matt. Here's his number." I said call Matt. Call the Driftwood. Ask for Matt.
Yeah, and I did, and Grant answered.
Yeah,
and he was
somebody answered.
Oh, I think it was Grant.
Yeah,
but am I not like?
I don't know. I just
all right.
He worked there.
This guy who worked there,
some dude worked there,
answered the phone, and he was just like, "Which artist are you?" And I was just like, "Oh, the black and white, like monochromatic stuff." And he's like, "Whoever you are, you need to come in and pick up your shit right now and get it out of here because inappropriate," or something like that. I'm like, okay, like
it's like offensive.
Yeah,
right?
it was like wicked offensive, and I guess the new owner didn't want it hanging, which is fine, totally fine.
And so, long story short, you call me back. I'm flipping out, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And when you went to pick it up, what piece was damaged?
The centerpiece, which was the witch, the crone, and it was pretty bad. It
was pretty. It had a sizable dent in it.
It was like a nipple.
Yeah.
It like protruded
if
out.
Anyone who's painted has definitely put a dent in one of their paintings. I actually put a T-square through one of mine.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that sucked.
No.
I loved it, too.
No.
It happens. I did that, and I broke a plaster sculpture I did off my face.
I would cry.
I was running up the stairs, and like they were cement stairs, and they had like a little bit of a lip. And I had like groceries in one hand and a bag with the plaster sculpture in the other. No. And I caught my toe, and it jumped up and hit me in the face, and then hit the concrete stair and like split in half. I'm like, motherfucker. So long story short, we met with the owners.
Yep.
And we tried to fight to get you paid.
Yep.
Which I'm not going to say happened or didn't happen.
Yep.
And then I was out to dinner at a local place, and you called me up, and you're like, Andy, I just got off the phone with the police.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, that's because I like put it up on social media and brought it to like the Plymouth page. But they're like, you're slandering us. And I'm like, no, I'm just trying to.
And it was very. Because I remember you had asked me, you're like, can I go public? Because I was very much like, don't do anything yet. Mm-hmm. You know, let's hold out. Let's do it right and go through the process. And, because shit happens. If they were like, here's your money, whatever. So then you posted what had happened, and you were very specific to exactly what had happened. Yeah, and I wasn't trying to slander them or anything. I just was trying to forewarn other people, hey, this is what happened to me. It blew up. Oh yeah, it did. Half the town of Plymouth saw it. I was gonna say, do you remember how many people It was just pretty much half of Plymouth's everybody,
population.
pretty much everybody.
Yeah, I was like, holy.
And so then the police called you and told you.
They were literally like, "Hi, is this Caitlyn Mueller?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Maybe. I don't know.
Am I supposed to answer?
I was kidding about the potato bags.
yeah. What is happening? And the guy was just like, you need to tell me what happened. And I'm like, all right, this is what happened. And he's like, well, I'm not saying you're banned from there, but don't ever step foot in there, because if they call the police, we'll take you out. And I was just like, okay. Yeah, I'm not saying you're banned from there, just don't ever go there. Yeah, and I'm literally just didn't plan on it. Okay. But, yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting. I remember I was there for the length of all of that going on Facebook.
It was so crazy.
I had to take the day off from work to reply to everybody.
It was the most crazy thing ever.
Yeah.
Because it was super stressful. I can't imagine what you're going through because your shit got broken.
Yeah.
And it because we were still trying to figure out what was going on because we still had other artists and you had other work there.
Yeah, I know.
And we met with the people in question, and immediately from that meeting, I'm like, well, we're not going to leave any art here.
Right.
And she's like, fine. So we're essentially climbing over people who were eating, taking art off the walls.
Down. It was so awkward.
And everyone's just looking at us like, what the fuck is going on?
One of my friends was eating at the bar. He's like, what's happening? I'm like,
well, so an old friend of mine was tending bar.
What?
And I walked in. He's like, hey, man. And I'm like, hey.
Business.
And it kind of just totally blew him off.
Yeah.
And then I saw him a couple weeks later. I'm like, hey, man, I didn't want to I wasn't trying to blow you off. I'm like, but I knew I was not going to make friends.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, no, it's cool. He's like, I only worked there for a week.
Yeah.
But we feel like we can talk about it now because
they're closed.
As things happen, they're closed.
Hey, karma got them,
And not just closed, there was a sign posted on the door.
That the sheriff shut them down.
The sheriff department seized the premise.
Oh, that's crazy.
Premises. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I would have lost every bet because I didn't expect it to last that long.
Yeah, same. I thought it was only going to be like a couple months.
I figured a couple months. Fish was convinced it was going to last through the season.
Yeah.
Which it lasted through the tourist season and then some.
It lasted through 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing we didn't really process was how long it actually takes to kick people out of somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Is like you can really...
It takes months to get your ass booted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of throwing away those eviction letters in the trash.
Right. Yeah.
And like sound complaints, because like people who live upstairs, like I guess they had like a bunch of sound complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of complaints about that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In general.
But none that we will make specific, so we're not liable for anything against anybody.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was just that one guy, and I don't mean you; it's someone else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's unfortunate because it was a really good venue to hang in.
That place was cool.
And you know, Matt.
He's dope.
Matt was great.
I love Matt.
Matt
Shout
was
out to
literally
Matt.
like, I don't give a shit what you hang, as long as it's cool.
Yeah.
And I remember there was one time we hung some stuff. Even as I was hanging, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get some phone calls. Because I don't know if you posed for other paintings, Jeff, but there was some nudity in one of these.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
and it was
that
like,
was okay. Like,
yeah,
what?
yeah. It was.
Well, it wasn't satanic. Sorry.
No, it was very like. If you didn't look close, you would just not see it. It was 12. Wait, 3. It was either 9 or 12 small canvases that each had an image painted on it.
Okay.
And they were all framed together. Mm-hmm. And each image was completely different. But when they were framed together, it made a skull.
That's wicked cool.
It was. I love it. Ryan Santos is the artist, so you can check out his stuff online. He's awesome. But as I'm hanging, I'm like, I'm looking at some penis right now. I'm gonna get some phone calls.
What?
Not a one.
Not single?
Not a single phone call. Because Matt was just like, yeah, it's
art.
It's art. It's good art. It was really good. And Matt was super supportive to everybody.
Yeah, he was.
And so hopefully he will
Rise again.
Rise again, yeah, from the ashes.
He'll be like a phoenix.
I would love for him to be in the same space.
Me too.
That would be amazing.
That would be absolutely amazing.
But since then we have 3 locations now that we hang. We just picked up another one. It's much smaller.
Okay.
We have 2 pieces. So,
Golf club.
and now we are getting approached by other people to do pop-up art shows.
Cool.
So it's we get some. So get your ass going.
All right.
Fucking hiatus my ass.
I know. I
Paint
need a
something.
break, man. Like, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on at work. So
Yeah,
need a break.
That shit happens.
yeah.
So how you doing, Jeff?
Oh, me, I'm
Yeah,
I'm good, I guess.
I worked there.
In Whitman?
Yeah.
Shut up, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's
So-
why it took me a second to process.
Yeah.
But in
So
Whitman,
yeah, my first job, I was 16.
just a wee type.
So you want to do the math from that?
Minus Stevens.
So you're like old as dirt.
Yeah, probably like 91. 91's probably so
Black
like
and white movies were in fashion.
fuck you. I started off at Stop and Shop.
Wow.
That was my very first job. I worked there for I think it was like 6 years. And so when I first split with my ex, I needed some extra cash. So I just called, some old contacts and been like, I need a job. They're like, great.
Here you go.
When can you come in? And I said, well, I don't want to deal with people. And they're like, do you want to do overnights? And I stupidly said yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because overnight's fucking
They
below.
suck.
And they're
I've
like,
done 'em,
they're like, we have a spot
Yeah.
for you in the Whitman store. And I'm like, okay.
Sweet. Yeah, it's a bit of a hike,
Yeah, it's not close.
I told someone today it's like traveling through like the labyrinth for David Bowie. You know what I mean? Like you're hitting like 106, and
And that's the
all
thing
these
is,
kind of back roads and
there's
shit.
not like a
There is no
you can't
easy
like
way to get there.
you can't hop on like Route 3 and just get there.
Absolutely not.
It's all like back roads and state highways and
It's like
lights and cops and
44 to 18.
yeah. But have you ever driven down 18?
Yes.
It's like running a gambit of
Yeah,
police.
I hate it. Yeah.
Oh, it's
It's just the whole. I remember there was one time when I was going there because I lived in Middleborough at the time, so I had to go down 18.
Mm-hmm.
And through Bridgewater Center, there's always a cruiser parked there. There's never anybody in it. It's just parked there.
That's
The
like
dummy
downtown
cruiser.
Middleborough.
Yeah. And so I'm going down, and the light's yellowish.
Oh.
So the light's yellowish, and I go through the light, and there's actually a cop sitting in the car. What? And I'm like, motherfucker! What? And I look in my rearview mirror and watch another dude go behind me. And I'm like, you're fucked, guy. Like, because I might have been able to talk my way out of it.
Well, it's like, do you slam on the brakes and cause an accident, or keep going?
It was like one of those... At that hour, I could have slammed on the brakes. There would have been no accident.
Right.
Exactly. Luckily, I've had no run-ins with any law enforcement on that route. But right now, the entire route to Whitman is like... I told someone the other day, it's like Eastern Europe during... World War II. It's just a minefield of potholes fucking everywhere.
Oh, every street's like that. Yeah. Like, I pull out of my street.
Plymouth,
yeah. Oh. But it's just the time of year. I mean, it just happens.
Yeah, you know.
When is insurance going to, like, cover that?
Never.
Absolutely never. Because I know.
And if they do, every time you put in a claim for it, your rates are going to go up. So
yeah, it's true.
That's true.
That's annoying.
So, working on an old wizard tree.
Yes.
You tend to do creepy stuff.
Yep.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Oh, your best friend says hi.
Which one?
What do you mean, which one?
I have a few. Oh, my best friend!
Your best friend.
Hi.
So,
my best friend.
We went to see Black Panther the other night.
Oh, how was it? We want to go.
Oh, it's great. I've seen it twice now.
Okay.
And, so, like, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, I'm like, hey. Oh, for our listeners, her best friend's my daughter.
Yes. She's amazing.
And I'm like, oh, hey, I'm going to interview your BFF. And she goes, which one? Because it's you and Dan Kern.
Okay.
And
nice.
See?
Yeah. And I'm like, Caitlyn. She's like, oh, tell her I said hi.
Oh.
So she says hi.
I say hi.
Yeah.
Tell her to come join.
Yeah, join sometime.
She's been on the podcast.
Well, she can talk with me. Like,
yeah.
we'll do another one. Yeah.
Mano y mano.
Yeah. All right, we'll have to hook that up on, like, a weekend.
Word.
Yeah.
Minus the bit, Never mind. No, I was going to say something stupid. All of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't think you can come directly from a porn show to talk to my daughter.
Okay.
I don't feel like that is acceptable in any way, shape, or form.
You have to stop off for shots.
But she's an artist.
She is.
Okay.
She does very good.
Right.
Give her the birds and the bees talk.
Someday
No.
she'll be in a porn show, but not like that.
No!
Not like that! Not like that!
Fuck, man!
I think she's gonna draw art!
There's a difference between drawing art and drawing porn. What's wrong with you?
Oh my god. Yeah.
So,
that's a good one.
you're not ever going to be... Don't cheers me. Get the fuck out of here. So you're never talking to my daughter ever.
Alright.
Shout out to Andy's future daughter
Sorry.
who will make good choices in life.
Yes. I was going to be like, I'll tell you when this is going to go up. Not now. You're a bad influence.
I am.
And it's okay when you influence other people. Don't influence my kid.
Alright, I won't.
God
I'll
damn it.
behave.
Liam, don't tell your sister about this.
This is not the worst conversation Zoe's heard from this show.
No.
But it'll be the last.
She doesn't listen to the other show.
listen to our
She doesn't listen to this show.
Well then.
Yeah. So, God, see, now you told me through...
How come you named her Zoe? Is it because of a song? Zoe Jane?
No.
Okay, never mind.
So, my ex-wife was pregnant with my son, and we had two names in mind.
Okay.
Liam and Gavin. We could not, for the life of us, come up with a girl's name.
Really?
Every name I liked, she hated, and vice versa. But, like, we didn't... Like, it wasn't a big deal, because we were both like, it's a boy.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't know. Like, we
Right.
didn't have a test that told us. We were just
Yeah.
like, it's a boy.
It's a boy. Yeah.
And, but, like, I can't remember. It was pretty late in the pregnancy. We came up with Zoe.
That's cute.
And we're sitting there watching, I think it was like a VH1 thing about Lenny Kravitz.
Okay.
And, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
And he says something about his daughter Zoe, and my ex goes, "Oh well, we can't use that name now." I'm like, "We don't fucking know that guy." Like, we can use that name.
Yes,
We're
when you
never
guys are hanging out with Lenny fucking Kravitz.
Then you can be like,
and his
hey.
daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's not an issue.
Yeah, invite me on that one.
Yeah, same.
So then, when she was pregnant again, we stuck with Zoe, and if it was a boy, she was going to be Gavin.
Okay.
So
I dig it.
that's how we came up with those names.
That's
I
cute.
was thinking like Zoe Zachary, because I feel like a lot of parents do that, where they're like, if it's a boy...
Oh, like the two,
ZZ.
yeah.
the two easy names.
Yeah.
No, but it's funny because my ex has this thing where she likes like dual middle names,
Oh,
and I'm
do they
like,
have the same one?
and I'm like, no, like 2 names for your middle name,
man.
Oh.
like
So you know in the 21st
like
century.
Bobby Joe kind of, but not rednecky,
Not
So
so
Robert
Bible
Joseph?
belty.
huh?
So like Robert Joseph.
Yes,
Okay.
100% like that. But me, I'm like, middle names are a fucking waste of time.
Yeah,
like
you don't even
why
use
do we
them.
even have to have a middle name?
Right.
So I was very opposed to it. And then when my son was hatching,
I like that.
Molting.
They're like aliens.
yeah, and so she's like, well, I want his middle name to be Jay because her father had passed away and his name was Jay. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't say no to that. And so his middle name's Jay. And then so when Zoe was forming, whatever, she's like, oh, I really like the middle name Olivia Rose.
Oh, that's pretty.
And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. And she's like, what? And I'm like, her initials will be Zord.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am in.
Yes. She's gonna watch all the Power Rangers ever.
The truest model of friendship is that I immediately went there.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. I'm loved.
I'm like, hell yeah.
You shouldn't have never told her that because then it would.
Does she know?
What?
Zord.
Zord?
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told Zord that her middle... they're her initials. She's had to figure it out.
Mine's Cam.
Cam?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So if I was a boy, it could be Cam.
Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be a boy.
I'm not.
You can still be
Don't be-
Cam.
Yeah.
I'm a Caitlyn.
You're definitely a Caitlyn.
Yeah. I just feel it. You know.
What's your middle name?
Ashley. Yeah.
Generic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
I'm a Michael middle name, so I have
Michael,
nothing to- I have no leg to stand on.
See, mine's Thomas, so it's like...
Yeah.
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 Thomas the
Middle
Tank
names
Engine.
suck.
Yeah. Well, my
Yeah.
dad's middle name was Thomas.
That's cute.
So, what's next? What do we... Yeah, this is totally not about art. This is just us hanging
Yeah,
out.
this is whatever.
Rails.
I like it.
Welcome to the Inebri-art podcast.
Okay, Rails.
Yeah.
So, what do you have planned for art-wise?
I'm just creating.
Yeah.
Yeah. No destination right now.
No one's like hit you up for illustrative work.
Nothing really. No. I'm kind of trying to stay away from that because I feel like it kind of like discouraged me a little bit for a while. It was a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like trying to be free about it, and whatever hits me, and I make it.
Are you going to the art shop tomorrow night?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that nude? Are you going?
Yeah, I'll be
I'm
there.
going too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
I don't know who the model is, but
I'll be working.
Kayla.
I believe it's Kayla.
do I know her?
She's been on our podcast
maybe?
before. You might know her.
Cool. I'm gonna draw her.
So yeah, she's a fine artist herself.
Okay.
I don't know how she's modeling. We'll find out.
Okay.
That'd be interesting.
I'm sure she's rad because Jesse's gotten like
Oh, she's a cool shit.
pictures
Yeah.
and stuff. So
Yeah.
cool.
She's very.
I couldn't help it.
I can't
You
even.
just don't get candid, do
No,
you?
I
I
don't.
can't even like high five, thumbs up her after the shit she said.
I'm
Nice.
sorry.
It's like
You're probably
just
the
me,
only one to
man.
pose
Just
for
me.
one of these pictures.
Thank you.
Elisa
So-
does a lot.
Okay.
Hey, you guys are on the fucking podcast.
Sorry.
Shut up.
Hey, she's rad. Anyways.
Oh,
Who?
she's totally rad.
Who's
Yeah,
that?
Elisa.
Oh,
She's
Lisa's
like my
super
art
awesome.
aunt.
Yeah.
Wait, art aunt?
Yeah, so Jesse's my art mom, Eddie's my art dad, and then Elisa's my art aunt. So
Andy, you can be the weird, creepy.
I was gonna
Uncle.
say
You're
what?
like my creepy uncle that I love. You have a beard named Steven.
Steven.
I have not forgotten about that.
She doesn't know
I
what
just,
you're...
why do you go right to creepy uncle?
Because you have a podcast.
So does your boyfriend.
He's creepy too.
Fiancé.
Fiance,
motherfucker.
sorry.
By the way, we're getting married.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
That's
kind
okay.
of big.
Yeah.
news.
Yeah, that happened in the past year. We got
Yeah.
engaged.
Yeah, I was wondering when you guys were going
You got
to mention the whole.
You got engaged
I
to a
don't know.
creep that has a podcast.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Future Meyer.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hell yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how that works out. But yeah.
You going to hyphenate Future Meyer?
We might.
Oh my god, that should your name should be Future Meyer.
Future Meyer,
And
yeah.
what can I abbreviate our children's names into, like, FM? Like FM radio.
You gotta like have some like
These are my
really
kids,
long.
1077.
That's rough. That'd be so like different.
On that note, what was your question you were going to ask?
I fucking forgot.
Creepy uncle, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was not.
Sorry.
God
sorry.
damn it! This is the last time you're on.
I'm blackballed.
Blackballed?
you're-
Blacklisted.
That's what it's
Same
called.
thing.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's like worse than blue balled.
Hashtag. I was gonna go hashtag ban from podcast,
That's my new patch coming out.
which I never got one of those.
What? I thought I gave you one.
No.
I still have them.
All right.
I'll give you one.
All right.
I got you the hookup.
Okay, cool.
I don't even have one. It's cool.
You're not special.
So when's the big day?
So
That's up to you.
weddings. Yeah, that's stressful. 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 10,
Ah.
20, 20, probably.
Yeah, we're trying to do it. It'd be super easy to remember.
So that's
the
what,
anniversary.
October
Yeah.
20th, 2020.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Gotta save some money.
We might buy a house first, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's a big step.
Yeah.
a huge step.
Scary.
Yeah.
Totally
for
scary.
sure.
I remember buying a house and I had crazy panic attacks when I saw what our mortgage was going to be.
Yeah.
Because you're like, we don't make that much. We can't have this house. We
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're aiming for the fall for sure because horror movie guy and
I like autumn.
creepy art girl over
Yeah.
here.
I feel like October makes sense.
Yeah,
Death. All right.
Yeah.
Let's good. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Death.
Yeah, who is it? You said it. Fish, who's not on the podcast.
Yeah, Fish isn't on the
I'm
podcast.
where I need to be.
You're like, that's a goth thing, getting proposed in the mountains,
And the
dead,
creepy
dead
death.
leaves
Yeah.
everywhere.
Did you? Where did you propose?
The King of Mangus.
Well, it's not on the King of Megas. It was down
It was
Bear Notch Road,
Okay.
which is
I
another
know
beautiful. Yeah, it's
I know
beautiful.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Very
like
nice.
the only
'Cause
non-tourist infested
Bear Notch
place.
Road. They don't is closed part of the year, isn't it? If I remember
I think so.
correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
during
really
the
bad.
winter.
Yeah. When we got engaged, this creepy couple pulled off, and this old guy gets out of his car, and he's like, "Did you guys just get
Wait,
engaged?"
they're creepy. Did they have a podcast?
No, not that kind of creepy. Pedophile creepy.
So
this
they
guy.
had a podcast and a panelist, a windowless van.
Yes,
And they were
kinda.
tourists.
The guy wanted to take his wife to take a picture with us. So "Oh, we're from LA," and the guy didn't take a picture of all of us. He took a picture of my chest, and then they
Oh.
drove off. And I was like,
See, that's
nice to
that's
see you."
creepy.
Yeah, that's what
not
I mean.
podcast creepy. That's
I don't feel like
that's
podcasters.
next
Why are
level creepy.
They're not creepy.
you're not creepy because you have a podcast?
You don't know that.
No,
No, I know you. I know you have a podcast
We're not saying you're not creepy. We're not saying you're creepy because
because
of
of
the
a
podcast.
podcast.
There's
Touche.
different kinds of creepy.
Touche.
There's
Yes.
good creepy, which is my uncle.
Is
actual-
that me?
Oh,
Yes, Andy,
God.
do an aside to the microphone because that helps.
I hope they don't hear us.
I don't care. It was supposed to be so you couldn't hear me.
Oh.
But yeah, back to subject. So yeah, it was like you said, Bear Notch Road, one of the overlooks over the mountain. So
It was pretty.
I guess I'll kind of short story it, but we
Did you have that spot in mind, or were you just
No,
this
he
is the
didn't.
spot?
No, it was.
You're it's gonna happen this weekend. I'm gonna find the right spot.
It definitely was because what we did, we planned the trip ahead of time, months ahead of time.
Yeah.
We took a weekend.
Did you know the ring was coming?
Oh, hell yeah, I did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was almost like an everyday hand.
I was like, so hey. We just wake up. So do you have it?
Is today the day?
my hand is very light today.
I would go like this, point to my ring finger, is it coming?
Do you know who John Mulaney is?
I know the name. I can't put a face.
He's
to
a
it, though.
stand-up comedian, and he
Okay.
does. I was watching it last night, I think. He does this great bit about that old saying, "Why buy the cow when you get the sex for?" Or no, why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? I suppose you have to pay for sex from cows.
What?
But you know the saying.
Legal in some states,
Yes.
probably.
Why are you paying the cow?
Pay the farmer
Why
to
wouldn't
raise
you
the
pay
cow.
the cow? So the saying is, "Why buy the cow if you get the milk for free?"
Right.
And he's talking about what it means, and he's like, because anytime there's another farmer purchasing another cow, you have to go to that purchase with your own cow, and she just looks at you the whole time, and moo. It's super funny.
All right, I'll look that up.
But, yeah.
But so I'm the cow.
Huh?
Oh my
No.
damn!
Just
Cool.
getting it.
You knew that. You knew that one must have been coming.
Yeah. Well, I'm the creepy uncle for some
so,
reason.
Yeah. So that makes you part cow.
I suppose. I guess. No, wait. I'd have to.
You'd be a bull.
Yeah, you
kind of bull?
Bulls are cows.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
They just look different.
But you can't milk a bull.
Well,
Why
Have you
would
tried?
Okay, Robert De Niro.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
as long as the bull's into it, who cares?
Oh boy.
As long as you pay him first. We already
Yeah.
went over this.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
So you guys are
again?
getting married in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years out.
Cow-themed
Hopefully.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody wear leather.
Yeah.
We're good.
Black and white.
Yeah. Yeah, I was aiming for hopefully the sort of rustic themed, I guess you could say.
Rustic or like steampunk?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Whatever we can do.
If you want to hold off, maybe we can have a steampunk showing. Who knows? We'll see.
Rustic
Oh, we could totally
Like
do
an
like a
art show
pop-up
at-
art
yeah,
show at your
at a
wedding.
wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'd totally do that.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
We could take pictures with it.
At the reception.
Yeah.
Sick. It'd be like a twofer.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty dope.
Gallery.
See us getting married and
Wait,
buy
people
our
could like pay
dope
for the
art.
wedding? Like we could like upcharge them to come in. Just kidding.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Like, do they
it's a
get
new
paid
age.
commission because it's their wedding? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like big wedding.
We're
Just
thinking
family.
like small.
Yeah.
Smallish.
We haven't like figured it out yet.
Yeah.
It's like so far away.
Are you gonna record a podcast from the reception?
That'd be a hell of an idea. It's also assuming Matt.
I like how she's like, you should.
Yeah.
Most
Do
women
it.
would be like, I'd fucking kill you.
Oh my
We should
God.
do it.
That's assuming Matt still wants to stick it out with my boring ass on podcasting, but he seems to have fun with it. So no, that'd be a really cool idea actually.
Yeah.
But hey, we just got married. I don't really know what to say or do with my hands right now, guys.
It's a podcast. No one cares what you do.
Yeah.
I talk with my hands, so
That's true.
Oh, we had a great comment on the Bar Talk podcast.
Awesome.
It went up, and someone posed, I keep clicking the link, but there's no video.
Oh my God.
I've never seen anyone want to look at Carl for an hour. That's
I know. Yeah.
creepy.
have you seen the pictures of them?
The
Which ones?
lost.
All of them.
The I lost
Well,
a bet picture.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the cardboard cutouts.
Cardboard Carl is
Oh.
like
It's
has
It's like
has an
Vlad
Instagram.
Stanley.
Does
Does
he
he
really?
really?
Yes.
I need to follow this right now.
Cardboard.
Where's my phone?
It's Carl with a K.
Yeah.
Wait, you have it?
No, but
I don't-
that's his
Following it?
name.
He knows how to spell Carl.
I do. Because Carl, shout out to Carl, you're the man. I know you probably don't know really who I am. We made a bomb breakfast one time when we went in there.
What is all that?
I don't know.
Actually,
Oh,
speaking
like-
of which, I think it was the week. It was the day after we got back from when we got engaged. We went to New World.
They make super dope breakfast.
Such
Hell yeah,
good
they do.
breakfast.
Oh, my
French
I
toast,
had
lines.
Irish car bomb French toast
Sounds dangerous.
With,
Yeah,
with
it's
bonus whiskey sauce.
with bonus whiskey.
I've never tried that. That sounds
Because
really
his
good.
fiance was working and she likes him.
Oh yeah, I'm engaged.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Sorta.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Not
No.
really.
Okay. Oh, it's on record, man. You know
No.
I lie about
This isn't on record. No one listens to this shit.
that. Except for the people in like Egypt. Or
Yeah,
something.
well. Oh, you guys got downloaded someplace weird. Oh wait, was it weird?
That was a while ago. I don't know
no.
where
Recently,
we're at.
it might have been. No, it wasn't weird. It was the UK, but like
Yo,
it was like the last few episodes.
Really?
Yeah.
Like consistently?
Yeah.
See? Get it.
And you guys posted on your Jam Packed Podcasting Facebook page the Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, I did, actually. I personally saw that. Super excited.
So you can now.
I can. I like
So
it.
so now you can go down and stay over at Camp Crystal Lake. Is that how? Is that?
Yeah,
I wanna do that.
That's the theory. So I didn't. I'm terrible at this in my research, but like I didn't read exactly the location as like the state and all
Jersey,
that
I
stuff.
think.
But yeah, okay, so that makes sense. But yeah, it's for the first time ever. You know, I feel like because they're finally done shooting Friday the 13th movies, they're finally fuck it.
They're
something
not
for-
done. They're not done.
They're gonna milk
See,
that cow. Are you
they-
kidding me?
yeah.
It's a great.
They're not even gonna pay it.
Nice. I liked it.
good
That was a
one.
great one. Took me a second. I'm like, hey, what is she talking about?
But yeah, that's the theory is that so they're gonna open the camp for actual camping activities. I don't know if it's going to be more of a Crystal Lake theme because I think that'd be super awesome if they had.
I'm almost
Sounds
certain.
like a destination wedding.
Yeah. Well, I'm almost certain
Ooh.
it's a Boy Scout camp.
Really?
You mean like previously, or
Yeah,
like,
previously, like it was a Boy Scout camp.
that I'd actually believe.
Yeah.
Or just like kind of like an out of commission.
Because I have like a little flask at home of sand from the beach that a buddy of mine went down. It was like for some fundraiser.
Okay.
And it was like Camp Crystal Lake sand.
Wow.
And I think it was like a Boy Scout thing. He's like an Eagle Scout, ex-Marine kind of dude.
I think that'd be like the sweetest idea to have like a manhunt night, but like someone super intimidating dressed up as Jason and like fucking chase people around.
A manhunt night?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Manhunt.
Have you played Manhunt?
As a kid. You
So-
guys are old. So,
Well, Manhunt though, there's
Fuck
like
you.
It's
a
like an
couple
advanced
people in it,
tag.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Advanced tag?
Yeah, so you
basically.
like this group. So back in my day, we had walkie-talkies.
Back in my day, last Thursday.
Yeah, we had walkie-talkies, and we would split up. And there'd be like 2 teams, and it'd be 10 on either team, which, I mean, you could eliminate
Depending.
to like Jason, and that's it. But you would like split up, and one team would have to like find the other team. And you would like hide in all different places, and you'd have to tag them for them to be out. And then you had a jail, and then you bring them to jail.
So hide and
hide and
seek.
seek.
That's different.
It was like
How's it different?
It's
We
like
don't have
team-
walkie-talkies.
tag / hide and seek. It was like a full neighborhood like thing going
Yeah,
on.
like you had the whole neighborhood to hide.
So it's hide and seek that you put a cool name onto.
I guess.
It's
So you can be
branded.
like, I was in the hide and seek
playing
before it's cool.
We were playing Manhunt. Hide and seek is for kids. We were playing Manhunt. Okay.
like
Yeah.
a dog the bounty hunter was after you.
That's what it felt like, though.
Oh my god, everyone should have to wear a blonde mullet.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
It's no joke. It's good.
I feel like I had a question prior to the hide and seek thing.
Look,
Sorry.
Back to Camp Crystal Lake.
we pretty solidly have very little structure to this one.
This one's very freeform nonsense.
tell-
free ball in this one.
Yeah.
Well, you started it with a porn show. What'd you expect?
No, I did not start this with a porn show.
Yes, you did.
I received a text that said, I'm on my way from a porn show. And I went, this is clearly a typo.
You know.
And I'm
Then
like,
shut up
porn
and-
show? And you're like, yeah.
And then she shut up with
I'm
Jeff
like,
going,
no, not just yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
were you there at the show?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kyle was too.
Were you standing next to the painting going, yeah, that's me?
No,
He's embarrassed.
I'm like, huh? Huh?
Yeah, you know, I got DMs. You can slide into them. No, I'd be terrible. I'm kidding. It'd be terrible.
Oh my
Be absolutely
God.
terrible.
DMs.
I'll explain when you're older. Or in your second
Messages.
childhood, one of those.
Huh?
Messages.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
No, if I had,
Social media expert.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's what we all are. But no, if I had my way, I would
No,
have.
that's his job.
Kind of.
Connoisseur. But no, I didn't want to own up to being, I guess, per se the model.
Just walk around being like, that's unacceptable!
Do something like that.
And that vagina, that's a good looking vagina. That penis.
They did have some really
Look, a
interesting
butthole.
ones.
There was a table with a butthole on it.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Well, it was more than just that, but I'm not going to go into details.
This is
Because
true.
Zoe's listening.
Because
Zoe's not going to listen to this.
but Liam is listening.
Liam's in
Yeah.
high school. He's fine.
He's in high school.
He's a boy.
He's a boy.
It's acceptable.
I'm
I
sure
feel like
he's-
there's nothing I can say that
He
he
knows
probably
the
already.
internet.
Yeah, exactly.
If he's
Zoe
listening to a
doesn't?
podcast, he
It's
Have the
all
internet?
no, she doesn't. Shut up.
I'm just
Shut up. You're already on the shit
I'm
list.
sorry.
That's it.
We got him
That's
bamboozled.
it. We're
Yeah,
done.
that's
You're
it.
off. This is the door.
Okay, this is where I'm cutting off the episode. We're fine.
How did I?
Wait, are we recording?
What?
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, what now?
No, because what if he forgot?
I have one job.
Yeah, it's to click a button. He bitches about it a lot.
And upload, okay, it's a 2-parter.
And listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. He has to listen to our episodes.
That's what he bitches
You
about
don't
the
even
most.
have to do that.
I listen to your episodes. I don't have to, but I do.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We were in like a small
And I
hiatus.
fucking scream at the top of my lungs in my kitchen.
They call
His
you
name's
out.
fucking Bill Mosley.
yeah.
IMDb that shit.
Was it Nick Frost or
I don't know. You've done it a few times.
No,
but
is it-
I get way madder than I need to.
Do you like flip the table?
Oh, God.
If I had a table,
Oh.
like usually I'm like doing dishes or something.
Yeah.
So he flips the little drain rack and
Yeah.
he picks it, puts it down, puts all the plates back in.
Dries all the dishes. Puts
Shit,
them
I
neatly.
didn't pick that up.
First of all, it's ridiculous to have a dishwasher.
I wish.
Yeah, that's my only gripe.
Yeah, you can tell the episodes when we don't do our research.
IMDb.
Like all of them?
I know.
That's not all of them. Wow.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He has like
better.
a whole
Getting
little,
better
like,
about it.
You just need IMDb up so you can, like,
Yeah.
Google.
You'd be surprised how, like...
You don't have a laptop.
Well, it's not even that.
What are you recording on?
Matt's.
Matt has a laptop.
You got a phone?
I do have a phone.
He doesn't use it.
I do.
You know,
There's
there's
like
an
so
actual
much-
So welcome to the Inebri-art podcast where we're
I
critical
know.
of Jeff.
Oh.
Hey, you deserve it. You call me old all the fucking time. I can pick
true.
on your lack
true.
of names.
I'll take
And
it.
we're young.
You're already off the podcast.
I
Fish is
know.
going to edit you out. There's just going to be me answering or asking questions to an empty
You're just
chair.
gonna like have a bunch of different like
the only,
words I
the
say
only
and
thing,
formulate a
the
sentence.
only thing that you are
How
gonna,
much work that would be for me?
the only thing that you're gonna say that's actually gonna be making the podcast is the milk joke.
Are you serious?
The milk joke.
It was pretty
Been like, as long as you pay it, and then be like, who is that?
The
Yeah.
one worthy line.
Yes.
That's the caption of the podcast. As long as you pay the As long as
That
you
should
pay
be
the cow.
Make sure you pay the cow.
I'm sorry, we already opened with Creepy Art Uncle.
Yeah.
That's gonna be in the fucking description.
Yeah, it is.
God damn
It's already
it.
on the Facebook post.
Andy's a creepy art uncle. Meh, meh, meh.
Some good takeaways. I dig it.
That's cool.
So, you named my beard Steven.
You named him Steven.
Did I?
You did. It was on a podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't forget.
I don't remember.
He does
That was the
listen to
podcast I think that we did
I
with you
wanted
guys.
to open up the podcast
Yeah,
with
but
Hello,
actually-
Andy, and Fish, and Steven.
Yeah,
But-
I think it was like one of those, like, I don't remember how it
Ye
came
old
out.
Scragglebeard.
Oh, yeah, we discussed that.
That's
So,
scraggly.
no, if you were a pirate, that would be your name.
Ye old Scragglebeard?
Yes.
I think if you're a pirate, you would not have ye old in your name because it would be like ye current.
Ye present.
Ye Scragglebeard from today.
So in Andy's career as a retired pirate,
Yes.
Yes.
I don't really have a follow-up to that. Please continue.
It's a good segue.
That's why he's not on the fucking podcast. He's terrible.
It's the button pusher.
Yeah.
Fish is the man.
Fish is a man.
He's the man.
I'm guessing.
Does that make him a merman? Because he's part fish, part man.
You can do that now.
No,
I can't
he
do that.
can't.
Yeah, no, they can
No,
make
we do
fins.
not want to see fish in a seashell bra.
Why? No, not that. He could be a merman.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't wear
There's
bras.
That's
There's
even, like, no, we want more clothes on fish, not less.
Oh my god.
Here's the reason I am literally covered from the neck down, okay?
Do mermans wear parkas?
Maybe
Terrible.
llamas.
A llama parka?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna wear a
Oh,
llama.
so you want to hear a fucked up story?
Yes.
So I work with a guy that owns an alpaca farm.
Oh my god, can I have one?
I can ask.
I want.
I just
I
want to
want
ride
one.
one. That's
but
all I am.
Yeah.
I don't think you can ride them. I hear they're tasty,
Jeff,
though.
You're too tall.
Yeah, we're not going to go down the alpaca feasting route.
Alpaca
I don't wanna-
snacks?
I don't want to eat.
No, I
You should
I
market
went
that.
on a date with this girl who ate alpaca, and she said they were really good.
No thanks.
Wow.
But that's not the fucking
It's
story.
It's exotic.
Well, she was in like Brazil or some shit. It's not the story. So he raises these alpacas to shave them down and sell the wool or
The
whatever.
fur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it is.
Well,
Wool. But here's the fucked up part. During the winter,
Are they naked?
No, because he knits them sweaters from their own fur and puts it back on. I'm like, that's like an alpaca horror movie.
Why haven't they made that a movie yet?
Oh my god.
And I'm like, how fucked up is that?
Make it a
Get 100
cartoon.
How do you
It's like-
make 170 minutes out of
It's just fucked
You
up.
can.
shaving an alpaca and then
It's like you
knitting?
skinning a person
Because you
and then
can, like-
making a suit and putting it back on them.
You see
Yeah.
what Pixar makes? They can do that shit.
Yeah, they could like make it emotional.
All
This is
right?
why you don't take fur from alpacas.
Alpaca.
Yeah.
But then you give it back to them. That's
So
the fucked up
soft.
part.
Oh, you miss it? Oh, too bad.
Look, I can put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off.
Oh, you're a naughty alpaca. Right here. Just take it off.
Oh, you just made it weird. That's why you have a creepy podcast.
You do too.
Only because he's on it.
You've contributed to this.
So,
Goodness.
I like that
Speedwell.
story.
Yes, they're great.
yeah,
I love them.
Your art's still there.
Hell yeah. Yep.
I feel like you should swap it out.
You think?
It's been a while.
Refresh.
Oh yeah, I could totally do that.
Yeah.
a
Okay.
couple years.
But not with my penis.
What?
Oh, please.
Oh my god, that has to happen.
He works there, so I could like.
I know, that's
I recognize that guy.
Because he could be like, yeah, it's time to go. And he could be like, isn't that you on the wall? Okay, you can stay a little longer.
God, poor Matt Ardette. I'm going to work every day. Just walk right by.
Do you feel insignificant yet? No, that'd be terrible. Can you imagine? There's a table right next to that spot.
Can you imagine the person just being like, I'm doing a visual thing, so you can just laugh at home.
Good thing hot dogs aren't on that menu. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
No, I might put my octopus if I swap it out because he needs a home.
It's been there for a while.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, definitely.
keep it fresh.
Hell yeah.
Right? I think it's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
I have new art.
New Caitlyn.
New me.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new.
Well, not that new. Oh, I was on a hiatus, so.
In comparison to me, you
you're
are
right.
brand new.
I'm like a baby.
You are literally like half his age.
No.
Why are you gonna be like that?
I think it's like
fun?
a third of his
No,
age.
No.
I don't think so. How old are you?
Are you 15? Why are you marrying a 15-year-old?
I'm 23.
You're almost.
You're almost dead
Wait,
on
I
half.
lied. 24.
Oh, never mind.
You're slightly not half my age.
Oh, I'm older?
Just slightly.
It helps
By
you
like
are
3 years.
10 years younger than I am.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody do the math out there.
Yeah, figure it out. I was
What are they
93.
figuring out?
I'm not really sure how concerned they are with how old that I'm in my mid-30s, but okay.
No. No, probably not at all.
Jeff's
You were
almost
born
30.
in 93?
Yeah.
Yes, Andy, that's what 24 means.
Motherfucker.
She turns 24.
No, it's
this
just a
year.
shock because I'm like, oh, I've been out of high school 24 years. That's fucked up.
For me,
Wow.
it's been
Oh
7.
You know, Andy, you're technically old enough to be your father.
Yeah.
pretty much.
And not even like...
Wait.
And not just a creepy uncle.
You are my creepy uncle.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we've
be.
established
I'm not
this.
related to
Listen,
any-
anybody who names their beard Steven
First of all, it was
is
a
creepy.
joke.
And her uncle.
Yes.
All of her uncles have beards named
And they're
Steven.
creepy.
That is the rule. That is how they are, like, defined.
Yep.
Caitlin's uncles are guys with beards named
It's just
Steven.
fucked up.
Yes.
My driver's license is significantly older than her.
You're supposed to get
Wow.
a new one every 5 years, Andy.
Wow.
Well, it's shut up.
It works, right?
He's not legal. Now, is Steven spelled with a PH or
Yeah.
B? That's
a
a
good
real
What?
question.
I
today.
don't know.
That is a great question.
Thank you.
Yes.
Please don't ask Andy spelling questions.
Don't ask me.
Because
Either.
I gotta Google it.
Yeah, me
Grammar
too.
issues.
I have to like say it into the phone.
Oh, that's so great, right?
Yeah, but
so
that-
for our listeners, no, because a lot of people don't realize this.
Really?
If you're struggling with the word and you
Yes.
don't know how to spell it,
Click the microphone.
click the microphone on your text and be like, Steven, and your phone will fucking spell it for you. It,
But-
was the greatest thing when I realized
Or
that.
It might
up
not
a
never-
spell it right.
I never. Shut up.
It might spell it with a V or a PH.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
that's on you.
suppose it's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
It's really not.
And we're from Massachusetts, so
Stefan.
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 That just be with an
That's
F.
when you twirl it and it gets
Yeah.
fancy.
So when I like braid it, it
Stefan
becomes
tonight.
Stefan.
That's when it gets painted.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Yeah.
Bring your beard to the porn
Wait, you
show.
paint it?
Stefan.
And then he shaved
So,
it off. It was the most
People
horrifying thing
people
ever.
paid me. Well, they didn't pay me. They paid charity $105 for me to shave my beard off.
Wow, that's dope.
It was super dope.
I like that.
I shaved mine for free. What the fuck am I missing
Well,
out
no,
on?
it's because like I don't really ever shave my beard off,
Okay.
and it was this thing where they were buzzing people's heads for cancer.
Oh, all right.
And someone's like, I have $50 if Andy shaves his beard. And someone else is like, I have $55 if Andy. And I'm like, well, what kind of asshole would I be to be like, no.
Right.
Okay. And they shave it off. I'm like, I'm $105. Put it back on. Put it back on.
Please.
It was pretty bad.
Oh, God.
Do you have pictures of Steven?
Yeah.
All right.
Stefan. It's Stefan when it's painted.
Stefan.
Don't make it weird.
So kind of like Stephanie.
It's not It's not transgender. My beard is
Okay.
not transgender.
All right.
Things I never thought I'd say this morning.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So that's me getting my beard painted. It was very patriotic.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like the
Wow.
link
Is that
sheet.
scissors?
Yeah, that's mine.
No, it was like a shaver. The dude like went home to get his. Yeah.
You look
then there's
defeated.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You look like... What the fuck?
Ah! Shut up.
What-
I want to hear what he says.
Michael Moore?
Oh, God!
Yes! High five.
We high five.
Only for Colin, baby.
All right, so this will forever be known as the episode that never gets aired. Because I hate every single one of you.
Oh, we love you, Andy.
It was the hat, I think, that made it. Because every time I see
Yeah.
Michael Moore in an interview, he just
Fuck
wears
you.
the hat.
Fuck you.
Come on.
God damn it.
He's not that bad.
Fish, you're tying your shoe?
Yes, because my shoe came untied.
What?
Why are you surprised that he's tying his shoe?
It's just random.
It's not random if your shoe's
Hold on, let me
untied.
check mine.
Yeah,
Everyone
or
check your
water.
shoes.
Okay.
Andy,
This
check-
is phenomenal podcast
Yeah.
stuff. Everyone check your shoes. If you're at home, check your shoes.
Yes.
Please do. You could trip.
So, this was interesting.
Yes.
And thanks
is
for coming
rad.
back on. I'm
Thanks
glad.
for having me.
I'm glad that this is the podcast we had the good microphone for,
Seriously.
because no one wants to miss any bit of this.
No.
No, it's always a pleasure having you on.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having me.
I hate all of you.
We love you.
Jeff, you suck. Everybody knows I hate fish.
Sorry.
What?
He's
Sorry.
tapping.
I am.
Yeah, that's why he sucks. He's
He's making
what's he know about
noises.
being podcasty?
He probably slams his beer down.
So I'd say thanks for being on the podcast, but all you did was call me creepy and insult me, and
And Uncle.
No, I called you an uncle. That should be an honor.
Yeah,
already
it makes you
an
part of
uncle.
the family. I mean, you're like
Yeah.
creepy part of the family.
yeah.
Part of
See,
the
it's
family.
that part that is like
We'll still invite you for Christmas. I guess.
unnecessary.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
fine.
wait. How was
What?
the Christmas party? I was, like, dying.
Oh, it was fun.
It was.
Oh,
it,
yeah.
It was fun-ish.
It
I was
was-
having a meltdown.
Yeah,
Aw.
it was fun for everyone who was not Andy,
Okay.
So
as they were. And then I got surprise Christmas presents, so fuck Andy.
you know
Oh.
about Winterfest because you took part in it.
Yeah.
So I'd say about an hour and a half before the Christmas party, I got a phone call, and it was the fire department won't sign off on the building.
Oh, you told me about that.
Yeah. So I'm like, what do you mean? I already have like 60 pieces coming.
Yeah.
At the time, like 60 pieces, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Little did I know I'd do
almost 200.
Basically triple that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that kicked off some, like, it was crazy stressful.
I believe it.
I suppose that's what happens when you try to have an art show in a dilapidated building.
It's not dilapidated. It was just
It-
know.
I
think it was
stripped
perfect.
down
It just
to
wasn't.
show
Yeah,
nothing.
it just wasn't quite up to standards.
Bar.
I felt like at home.
No, it was great, and so I was a little stressed out, but we had Rob Lozier come in and play.
Nice.
We had a good number of people. I think we're definitely going to do it again next year.
Hell yeah.
I've set a little personal goal for Inebri-art that I'll tell you guys off mic.
Okay.
But it was a lot of fun. I think we're going to try and do it every year. It was
yeah,
a
I
good
hope
time.
I can make
Yeah,
it this
was
year.
a lot of
Like,
fun.
I had the flu.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Oh yeah. That's
It was a decent turnout. It wasn't like
Yeah.
anything to be like crazy excited about, but it was first year. So
yeah.
yeah.
Christmas parties. Good stuff.
Fish got a pretty sweet present. It's almost like I don't hate him.
Really?
Like you somewhat
Almost.
appreciate them.
Wow. That's big.
It's almost like he needs me to do all this editing.
I wasn't
He
even like
realizes-
super drunk.
No,
Wow.
that,
The recording the podcast, I think, right prior to that wasn't the best idea. Or we should have started sooner.
we should have started sooner. But
And
I
it,
think
like
none of
we're
us were
dealing with
there.
the whole
the whole. It would have been better if one we had started sooner,
and
and two
Shit didn't hit the
two,
fan.
you had not been
Yeah.
in the middle of a panic attack, and three, we kind of threw out the second half plan of recording with people because there was music and we couldn't do it.
yeah.
yeah.
So I think
Mistakes were
yeah.
made.
Hey,
We'll
you
do-
live and
we'll do
learn,
better
right?
next year.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I like it.
all right. Well, so remember the most important thing:
Steven.
pay the cow.
Oh, okay, yes.
So
Stephen, pay the cow.
Stephen,
Yeah.
pay the cow.
Come on now.
All right.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah, Stephen,
That
why are you not
guy.
paying the cow?
Yeah.
Stephen with a PH.
All right, guys.
Cool.
I think that's it.
Yay.
Oh, wait.
Wait, what?
Where can people go to see your artwork?
Oh, yeah.
I
artwork.
suppose that was the point of this whole thing.
So right now I have one piece out, and it's at Speedwell Tavern.
But like, can they go online?
Oh,
too?
hell yeah. I have an Instagram. It's Metal Kitten with like an underscore in the
666.
middle and then 666. That's where I post my most recent stuff, and then I have
Paintlyn.
Paintlyn's on Facebook. Yeah.
Paint with an Lyn apostrophe S.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
That's me.
That's you.
Caitlyn.
And if you want to see how weird and creepy Jeff is, you can go to
Questioning
Jam.
tattoos.
Wait, what?
The
Art show. Never mind.
Oh.
I was like, wait.
You can go to Jam Pack Podcasting on Facebook and check out his podcast.
Hell yeah.
It's alright if you like scary shit.
I like it.
All year round.
Yeah. Sweet. Alright, thanks guys.
Later.
All right, thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to check out our other podcasts. There's the Bar Talk podcast, there's Old Colony Cast, and of course the Inebri-art podcast along with Jam Packed. You can find all those on Stitcher, iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, pretty much anywhere podcasts are found. If you're on some sort of service and you can't find it, let us know, and we'll help you out and or add our podcast with that too. You can contact us at Inebri-art@yahoo.com and follow us on Facebook as well as Twitter at Inebri-art. And feel free to send us some tips, ideas, advice, hate mail, whatever it is, you can get us there. And again, thanks for listening.